I just done 2 updated videos. I'm going to do the third now because I think I've seen another one. I talked about the Safari Zone, I talked about the springtime, and now there is Community Day meetups are coming to select cities worldwide. It sounds too obvious that they're going to say about a city and they're going to suggest a meetup for Community Day. I thought that's everyone does anyway, but we'll see what it says. We have had an awesome time with you at the in-person Pokemon Go Community Day meetups in March. I didn't do any meetups with anyone, so I've missed that. I'm excited to announce that meetups will be coming to more select cities around the world on Saturday, April the 23rd. I will more likely be hungover then. I have a birthday party on the 22nd and possibly one on the 21st. So I will be no fit state on the Saturday, but we could do something. Enjoy playing and training with other trainers during Stufful Community Day. Stufful. You don't need to register to join the fun. So Saturday from 2 to 5. Oh, thank goodness it's later on. Early. Forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. Can't make it to one of our in-person events? Don't worry. You'll still be able to participate in Stufful Community Day wherever you are. Yes. At the trainers at the following locations can look forward to receiving more items every time you spin a Pokestop. Learn more in the blog. I sure will. Here comes the blog. Ta-da! So Stufful, I don't even know what it looks like, but I'm sure they're going to throw a wee picture up here. I'm turning the bleep off that. It's just repeating there. The whole thing is just repeating. In-person Community Day meetups, 2 to 5 local time. Tuners receive more items. Yep. Oh, can I go by that? There's the list. The following cities will feature in-person Community Day meetups. So here we go. It's give us a definite list. So let's see if Belfast is one of them, and I can meet up with all y'all. And let's see what happens. Phoenix, nowhere near me. Oakland, California, no. Washington DC, no. Atlanta, no. Chicago, Indianapolis, Owensboro. That's like home and away. That's Erinsborough, isn't it? St. Louis, New York, Houston, Dallas, Austin, Seattle, Jacksonville, LA. Europe. I'm in Europe. This could be me. Linz, AT. What's AT? Oh, Europe, Middle East, and Africa. I do not know the world map. So, Linz and AT, it could be in Europe, Middle East, or Africa. What's AT mean? Vienna, AT. Linz, AT. Don't know. Berlin, Berlin. DE, Dusseldorf, DE. I thought they were German. Is it Denmark? No. Munich, DE. Munich, I thought it was Spain. I can't do world map. Anyway, here we go. Oberhausen. That's definitely German. Hamburg. Dortmund. Love the team. Stuttgart. Leipzig. Is that another good team? Like Hanover. Warsaw. Wroclaw. Barcelona. Santander. I thought it was a bank. I thought it was a place. Valencia. Malaga. Yeah, I know Malaga. Madrid. London. To what? London. Bristol. Cardiff. Edinburgh. Liverpool. London. Prague. Leidschendam, Netherlands. Belize, Villa Kuble, Lucent, Cagnes Sur Stockholm, Bologna, Bari, Latin America. Fortaleza, Recife, Monterrey, Mexico City, United States again. That's all the same ones there. Canada, Calgary, Edmonton, Quebec and Toronto. Europe and Middle East and Africa. Alkmaar, Barcelona, Madrid, Basel, Berlin, Bonn, Dortmund, Hamburg, Hanover, Karlsruhe, Karlsruhe, can't even say it. Stuttgart, Leipzig, Birmingham, Bristol, Cardiff, London, Manchester, Newcastle, Norwich, Brussels, Hasselt, Kortrijk, Dubai, Helsinki, Krakow, Odense, Paris, Prague, Stockholm, Vienna, Latin America, Asia. Seriously? Where's where I live? Japan? What? Is there any in Japan? Miyagi? Is that a place? I just know Mr. Miyagi from Sesame Street. Mr. Miyagi is definitely not from Sesame Street. Mr. Miyagi is from Karate Kid, okay? Sand the Floor. I didn't know it was a place. I really didn't. Hong Kong, loads of places there. Taiwan, some people call it Taiwan. Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. My brother competed in weightlifting for the Commonwealth Games in Kuala Lumpur. 97's kind of in my head. Let me see. I was born 75. I was about 15. So 90, right about 1990. He was in Kuala Lumpur competing. So we've done really good. Singapore Orchard Central and Sing Kang Sculpture Park. And to celebrate Earth Day, Nantic will work with a non-profit partner to plant a tree for every trainer who adventures 5k on Stuffwell Community Day. Up to 100 grand. Earth Day is tend to appreciate the places in which we live and to find ways to care for the planet. Planting trees and maintaining them is a great way to reduce carbon footprints and lasting positive impact on the environment. Nantic is specifically focused on encouraging players to take action alongside us to support a more sustainable future. As you plan your weekend, please adhere to local policies, guidelines and restrictions. So, talking about that, I have sitting over there a tree which I have to plant. I was walking through the park the other day. We have beautiful parks here in Belfast, and I don't think I appreciate it enough. I go up to Cave Hill as well, which is a massive country park, 1,200 foot incline to the top, and it is just beautiful. But the waterworks isn't far from me, and I was walking through the other day, and Belfast City Council have an initiative to plant 1 million trees. They're I suppose they're trying to copy Mr. Beast, but they were giving them away in the park. So what you had to do is you went up to get one, and you could make your own plant pot. And what it was a cylinder, like a cardboard tube, and you wrapped a newspaper around it, rolled the tube over the newspaper, so it was just wrapped around it, and then you scrunched the end, holding the paper over the tube, scrunched the end, tucked it in, pulled the tube out, and now you have a cylindrical newspaper with a flat bottom tucked in, disposable, biodegradable flower pot. So fill it up with compost. Why do I say compost when it's compost? Fill it up with compost, and then the girl there had a tree. Put the tree in it. We ones that they have grown from seeds. Unbelievable. They were explaining to me how they do it and all, and I was fascinated. But they put it into the plant pot that I'd made, so it's still sitting over there, and I have to go and plant that in the garden. Dig a hole, plant that in the garden. So I wanted to make a video on it and bring kids out. They can have plant it, and maybe when they're older, maybe if they have kids, they can say, I planted that tree when I was your age. That'd be awesome to do that. So there we are. I'm getting distracted, but yeah, that was as part of what they're doing as this event. So I'm super excited about that. Planting trees would do you know, I'm all for that. We need to plant trees. Do you know, I'm not going to go and chain myself to a tree that's been cut down now, but I do love the whole nature thing. And I was talking to them and said, you know, when I go up that cave hill, there's a whole big area has been cut down, and I didn't know what it was for. But the girl there says she works basically on this thing. Do you know, so if it's to do with trees in Belfast, she'll know about it. So I asked her, and my thoughts were, when you're going through there, it becomes really dark. There's a path behind the castle, and it becomes really dark, and it was all sort of overgrown, and you know, it was, I suppose it could be intimidating, you know, when you're going through there, because you couldn't see around the corners, and everything's so secluded, you know. So when it was cut away, it wasn't just cut away, everything was cut, you know. So my initial thought was there was sort of bad things going on in the area, and first thing I thought of was, you know, drug misuse and people in the bushes, you know, using needles and all, because they hide away, and it was, you know, the type of bush there you could hide in compared to the rest of the cave hill, it was different. So they said the reason it was cut away was because it was an invasive species. So the castle was owned by the Earl of Salisbury, something like that, and you know, they had loads of money, so they brought in flowers and plants from around the world. It must have came from somewhere else, get mixed into there, and what that does is, when they were saying it was invasive, it it doesn't belong there, because when it grows underground as well, and the roots go underground and stop everything else from growing, so nothing else can grow apart from this one thing. So I was like, well, what if it does that? You know, I suppose it could be alright. And it just means it's a plant, but no, they take it away and go, no, everything needs to grow, and the ground needs to grow. So, right enough, I knew when she said that, when the trees were chopped down, there was nothing growing in the ground. I knew it was something different, but you can't sort of think when you're looking and just going, there's something really, really different. But yeah, nothing grows in the ground because it's an invasive species. Anyway, this is a Pokemon video, and it's not an invasive species around the cave hill in Belfast video, but there you have it. There is an interesting fact, interesting to me. You're probably sitting there going, seriously, what the are you talking about? I can't concentrate, okay. I'm just going to end the video, okay, because all I'm going to do is talk about trees and plants and bushes and not Pokemon. So that was the update for if you want to meet up and help plant trees for Pokemon. Over and out.